It's Talking Habs pregame show before every Montreal Canadiens hockey game. Game preview, lineups, the Guess the Score contest, good hockey talk, and more. Get your questions ready with your host, Rick Seligman. Go Habs, go! Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. So we have the Montreal Canadiens at home tonight. Facing the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. There'll be no fans in the stands in Montreal tonight. So with all the postponed games, we still end up with no fans in the stands. So it didn't really work out for Montreal anyway. So it's like I said, the first home game in a while. Montreal hasn't been at home since December 16th. That was the last home game. And it's been over a month, and we're finally there. So there's going to be more home games than there are road games for the last 41 games of the season. And not a ton, but 5 or 6 more than the other one. Because there was, I think they were on a 9-game road trip to the States. So I'm not sure how many games got postponed, but I mean, all those games will be in the second half, the ones that were at home. So that's a bad way of getting it across, but anyways, that's what do you got there? Please don't forget, if you want to chat, you need to be a subscriber, but just hit the subscribe button. You can chat right away, and then if you don't want to keep it, just unsubscribe right after. So I'd appreciate that. And give a thumbs up if you like the video or the show, and let's see who's here. I will be doing the preview in just a few minutes. Let's see, Aki, Daryl Adams, and Habs Guru. Aki says he's been without a modem for a week and have realized that streaming your channel at the same time as these horrible games helps me get through them. Thank you for that. But I'm just curious, how do you stream them without a modem, though? But I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Do I think Petrie will go to Detroit? Heard they want him. Don't know why. As a matter of fact, I did a video today that I've got all the audio done, everything done up to that. I just haven't been able to edit it. Unfortunately, it's a news video, and I talk about that in there. Actually, I come up with there's a trade rumor and Jeff Petrie's involved. So so you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow for that. But Petrie's from Detroit, so I would think he wants to go back there if it's possible. And I think Detroit has the money to make that happen. The return won't be exactly what you might think. But, I think it's a possibility. And listen, Jeff Petrie might be having a bad year this year, but he's not. He's still Jeff Petrie. Eric, life in Montreal. I mean, not a great week for me. My knee, I reheard it, and I just, it's not getting back to normal. So, other than that, no, life's normal, I guess, as normal as it can be in COVID. How about you? I hope everything's good there too. So I'm going to have a preview. Coming up in a few minutes. Trying to think what else there is. I think that's it. I don't have a lot of news stories because I used them in my news video, and I was just running so late today that I could not get it out in time. What can you do? It doesn't help when you can't walk around too much. I guess let's get to the preview. There's my dog. My son walked my dog for me. You all excited? You didn't stay out long. Ray. Sorry about that. She's all excited that she was out and I wasn't there. Eric says, Habs, I think will win tonight. Good. I mean, I hope they do. I don't see why. They're at home this time. Remember, all this, I think it was a 9-game road trip. Might have been 10. They're on the road for all those games. Not as easy to win on the road, obviously. So hopefully, they should have some more wins in the second half based just on that they're going to be home a lot more. And people coming back. Tomorrow's game, no, not tomorrow, Saturday's game should have Gallagher, Byron, Armia, and Caulfield back. Maybe all 4 back in the lineup. Maybe not, but should be. So the lineup's getting healthier. Tonight, we're going to find out. I didn't look at the Habs lineup. I don't know who's in nets. I do know that Montembeault had an MRI on his wrist for them to decide whether he needs surgery or not. Then I saw that he was in practice, full practice. So I don't know if he's playing or not. We're going to find out. And that's it. I think that's it I can really talk about. I think so. Said no in the stands. No suspension. Well, you guys know about that if you watch my videos. There was no suspension for Jared Spurgeon for the head shot to Christian Dvorak. That's going to be in the video. I already have it in another video. So there you go. That's about as up to date as I can make it. So I'm going to get to the preview. Yeah, why not? Somewhere over here. All right. Why waste time when you don't have to? So tonight's game is the Anaheim Ducks in town to take on the Montreal Canadiens. The Ducks are 21, 16, and 8 for 50 points, second in the Pacific Division. The Canadiens are 8, 26, and 7 with 23 points after 41 games and 8th in the Atlantic. So you remember, you just double that. That's 46 points on the season. That's what their pace is right now. I think it'll be a little better than that, but how much? I don't know. How to watch this game? Start time is in just under an hour, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. In the Canadiens region, the typical TSN2 in English, RDS in French. In the Ducks region, Bally Sports SoCal, San Diego. Streaming ESPN Plus, NHL Live, RDS Direct, TSN Direct, and the way I watch it on Sports Surge. The betting lines for tonight. If you're taking, let's see, for the spread, Anaheim minus 1.5, plus it gives you plus 170. Montreal plus 1.5 gives you minus 200. The money line, Anaheim minus 135, Montreal plus 115, and the over-under is 5.5. If you take the over, minus 110, and the same if you take the under. Last 10 games for each team, Anaheim 4-5-1. Their streak is an overtime loss. Montreal 1-5-4, and on a one-game losing streak. Previous matchup this season, October 31st in Anaheim, and of course the Ducks won 4-2. Tail of the tape. Scoring chances for percentage for Montreal, 46.9%, 25th in the league. For Anaheim, 50.1%, 17th in the league. Goals per game, 2.18 for Montreal, 32nd. 3.70 for Anaheim, 3rd. Goals against per game, 3.65 for Montreal, 31st. 2.97 for Anaheim, 17th. Power play percentage, 13.3% for Montreal, 31st. 17.7% for Anaheim, 21st. PK percentage, 73% for Montreal, 29th. 79.7% for Anaheim, 16th. And their head-to-head record, I don't know why they're giving from 2019-20 since they played a game this year. Montreal is 0-1-0. Anaheim is 1-0-0. Face-off percentage, Anaheim 49.1%, 20th in the league. Montreal 47.3%, 27th in the league. Goalies tonight, I have no idea. So let's take a quick diversion and see for Montreal. It's going to be Primo. And it's going to be Stolars for Anaheim. So Primo's not on our list here. And Stolars is 6-5-1 with a 2.66 goals against, a 9.19 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. Players to watch over the last 5 games for the Ducks. For points, Hampus Lindholm, 4 points. Derek Grant, 3 goals. Lindholm again, 4 assists. And Jacob Silverberg with a +4 for the Canadiens. Nick Suzuki, 5 points. Mike Hoffman, 2 goals. Nick Suzuki, 4 assists. And Cale Clegg is a +3 in that time frame. Team leaders for Anaheim. For goals, Troy Terry, 23. Troy Terry again for points, 37. Time on ice, Cam Fowler, 23:51. And wins, Josh Gibson with 14. For the Canadiens, Nick Suzuki, 8 points. 8 goals. Suzuki with 24 points. And again, still the unpictured Ben Sherratt, 23:20 for time on ice. And Jake Allen stuck for a long time at that 5. I imagine that'll change from Allen to someone else, but he's going to be stuck there at 5 for a little while. Current line. Montreal is at home. Anaheim's on the road. Anaheim's away record is 8-9-4. Montreal's home record is 5-10-1. Record versus the spread, 30-15 for Anaheim, 17-24-0 for Montreal. Record versus over-under, 21-23-1 for Anaheim, 21-19-1 for Montreal. I'm missing one. I'm going to have to take off the banner. Last 10 games versus the spread, 4-6-0 for Anaheim, 5-5-0 for Montreal. And last 10 games versus over-under, 5-5-0 for Anaheim, 6-3-1 for Montreal. Bottom 10 of the league. I shouldn't have taken that banner off. Chicago, Columbus, the Islanders, the Devils, the Flyers, the Sabres, the Kraken, the Sens. And you can see now that there's how do I want to say? You can see the points. Ottawa's got 29, Chicago with 39 up top there. But there's a pretty big drop-off there between Arizona and Montreal and Ottawa. I don't know what I'm saying. So Arizona and Montreal bring up the rear. Montreal just 1 point behind Arizona. And they both played 41 big games. Okay, lineup for Montreal. Nick Suzuki centering Lehkonen and Toffoli. Paling centering Dauphin and Hoffman. Evans in between Pitlick and Anderson. Vadimo in between Pezzetta and Paquette. It was Vadimo's birthday either yesterday or the day before. I believe he's 26. Ben Sherratt and David Savard pairing 1. Kulak and Petrie pairing 2. Romanov and Weidman pairing 3. Primo and Nets. Allen, lower body injury. Monty, upper body injury. Byron with a hip. He's out, but he's pretty much back. Gallagher, lower body, though they should be back in on Saturday. Drouin, upper body, he's out indefinitely. That's the new announcement. Indefinitely. Dvorak, concussion protocol, so he's out indefinitely as well. Perreault, undisclosed, and Edmondson, undisclosed, but I believe it's his back as a minimum. Maybe there's others. COVID protocol, Caulfield and Armia, but they will be back on Friday. That is tomorrow. Ducks. Getzlaff in between Zegras and Terry. Steele in between Comtois and Lettieri. Lundstrom in between Raquel and Silverberg. And Carrick centering Deslauriers and Robinson. Fowler and Manson pairing 1. Lindholm and Shattenkirk pairing 2. Benoit, depending on where he's from. And Drysdale pairing 3. Stollers will be your starter. Scratched Mahura, Dostal, and Greg Patterin, ex-Hab. Injured Max Jones, pectoral muscle. Adam Henrique, lower body. Sonny Milano, upper body. Derek Grant, lower body. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the preview. Let's see. Kelly. Yo, Kelly. Yeah, not much. Just here doing this. Bye. Hughes gambled big with Niku, and there is no way he should have went on waivers. He would be a cheap pickup, but luckily he went through. Yeah, that's in my news thing too. Niku was waived yesterday and cleared today. Have a good workout, Kelly. Gibson was incredible last night versus Leafs. Did he beat them? That's all that matters. Did he beat them? Yeah, I hope so. 7 points less than the Kraken that we have. Yep. Wait, that's a starting lineup that would put the fear of death into you. You're that's a joke, right? Yeah. Might get you the first pick in the draft, though. Well, it's on its way, hopefully, too. Carey Price is untouchable because he is so important to the organization. He's been the most important player for a decade, and he has a no trade clause. This is what Kent said to TVS Sports. Did he? I didn't. That part I didn't catch. Kent Hughes said Carey Price is an untouchable. I gotta be surprised if that's true. Be very honest. Anybody else confirm that? I'd be very surprised if that's true. I don't know why, but I don't think he would say that. And if he's saying that, it's only because they know they can't move him till he plays, and he's not going to be back till next season. And yeah, I mean, other than that, he's saving face by saying that. I don't believe that's true, though. Except that it's up to Carey Price. Carey Price doesn't want to move. Carey Price doesn't move. Right, BL's got it there, and that's really what it is. So more than likely, it's just maybe it's Hughes. Just they don't know what Price wants to do. No, you can't share a link in here anyway, so it won't go up there. Don't worry, I'll be able to find it. Not to worry. No, just it surprises me that he would say Price is an untouchable. You got to think if Price says yeah he'd move, and somebody offers them a good deal for him, that they're not going to jump on it. Sorry, but I got to believe that. But hey, listen, he said it, so maybe there's the answer, everybody. Price is an untouchable. Hey, Jordan, thank you so much. Some Jordan hype in the room, some Dono hype. He says, "Oh my, that AHL lineup." No, not as much though of an AHL. The guys are coming back by the weekend. Should be 4 more regulars back, and it'll look a lot better. Thanks for still doing this through this long season. You're welcome. And yeah, I mean, there wasn't really a thought of not doing it because they're bad. There wasn't even a thought of that. I'm not a quitter. But thank you so much for the dono, and you'll be another name in the draw for the hat. We're going to do that on my birthday, the day before my birthday. So the 13th of February. Ray, you can stop now. Price would go to contender, and we would have to retain some salary. Yeah, I mean, you would think he'd want to go to a contender. Hockey fan guy, I mean, it's possible that's why he said it. It just surprises me that he would say that. Maybe he's saying it because they mean that. I don't know, but that surprises me. Excuse me. So I don't know what it's going to be like tonight. It's going to be disappointing in that no fans in the stands, so it kind of takes a little bit away from the game. But you know what? With everything, it seems like everything's just conspiring against Montreal this season. They are almost destined to finish last. It seems like with things that have happened and continue to happen here. So I don't know. Baybai's confirming what Hockey Fan Guy said. Yeah, I don't get it. So we don't have to, that question for Carey Price doesn't have to come up anymore. He's an untouchable. They're not trading him. Right? We don't have to talk about it anymore then. Yeah, Baibai, I've got the, it's funny because I've got the points from that interview. I didn't come up with them, obviously, because I didn't listen to it. But that person that put them up didn't have the thing about Carey Price in there. That's really funny. So I have the basic points from his interview, but it's in my video that's coming out. I'm going to get it out there tonight. When this game's over, I'm going to heat up some supper, and I'm going to edit that video and have it out hopefully before midnight, so it's out there. So I might have to add that into there. I might have to add that. I think I'm going to write it down to add. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'll record that in to add it, and Anyways, I appreciate that, you guys. I appreciate the information because I hadn't seen that. Um, the reason I mentioned his the points. Oh, I have the bullet points on. I can't call them up. I have them on an overlay. He said that he's going to make sure that Dom um, puts out a team that is going to compete every night and give the young guys something about the young guys and competing and all that. So I think the young guys will get much better ice time, and yeah, we'll see maybe a different look. BL, well, I've been saying that, right? Price got you guys got to play before. That's why I said, listen, it's an off-season deal at the very best, and probably not till next year if Price moves. So, he's saying it right now. Maybe this year he's an untouchable. Doesn't mean next year he's not, though. I'm going to look at it like that. What's my thoughts on the Buffalo goalie putting Batherson out for 2 months? He hit him with an elbow, clearly. Guy got a 3-game suspension, deservedly so. Carey Price did a very similar thing, but it was only similar to Chris Kreider. It's a very popular uh, GIF or GIF, however you want to pronounce it. I've seen it many times online, where he gave him a check coming through exactly the same thing, but he gave him a clean check and then stood over him, if you remember. And that's the difference, right? Carey Price gave him a clean body check, literally clean in the chest. Dell gave him an elbow. There's nothing good about elbows to anybody. It was bad, and a shame. Batherson was going to be in the All-Star game. He'll miss that. He may never get another opportunity. You never know. He's a young guy. He might. I think it's pretty bad. A lot of people comparing it to the Price hit on Kreider, and then kind of saying how Habs fans that you're okay with that. Yeah, because it was two different hits, not the same thing at all. Eric, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Price is injured, so he's not playing. When he's not injured, he plays pretty consistently. No, his play has been a little inconsistent in the regular season the last few years, but um, hockey guy, I did see the Hall hit. McKinnon hit the way he hit him. It caused McKinnon's hand and his stick to go into his face. It broke his nose, I think. I don't know that how dirty a hit it was, but I don't think Hall caused the broken nose, other than he gave him the hit and then the stick hit him. McKinnon's own stick hit him in the face. But Baby, no one's gonna who's gonna pick up Price at any price, no pun intended, until they see him play. I don't. I to me, I can't see that happening. Baby Dell has done it before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about him. Hockey guy, that was a clean hit. Yeah, I didn't really think it was a horrible hit, the Hall one. And when I saw the slow motion, it's clear McKinnon's own stick breaks his nose. Kind of kind of accidental. I don't know that that was a bad hit necessarily. I don't know, did he Hall get any supplementary discipline? I don't think so. McKinnon might be out for the rest of the season for what? A broken nose? I didn't see any other injury. But I only saw the hit. I didn't hear anything about what injury he might have. Just that there was speculation if his nose broke, which it had to have. You can see all the blood on his face and everything. BL, I guess the answer is they think that he'll win a cup there. But I'm not going to, I don't want to slag on Price right now. Just look at the way he played in the playoffs last year. I know if you're going to complain about Price, but you look at the way he played in the playoffs. That's why. The way he played in the playoffs. In every international competition he's been in, he's been fantastic. That's why they pencil a guy in. But I'm not here to criticize Price for anything. He's recovering from an injury. Let him recover. Eric, yeah, I saw the goalies that will be in there. Or there's not a lot of the goal. Let's put it this way: the good goalies, they're spread around all over the world. Hey, Julie, how's it going? Was that GL or G? I'm not sure what you said there. Oh, BL, you were okay. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, no, whoever said he's inconsistent, it's not. I don't know. I see now how you're. Yeah, okay. I apologize there. Yeah, I mean, listen. The reason that people still think he's that is the last playoff, and he's always been great in international competition. So. Yeah, babe. I don't think it. I didn't see anything today on anywhere about McKinnon being out for the season, but I imagine a day or two we'll find out. From what I saw, it looked like he just had a broken nose. He might have a concussion. That could be, obviously, but hockey fan guy Kent, from what I understand, did not say that he'll retire. He said he doesn't know if it's 100% that he'll retire. He hasn't heard it 100% Weber will retire. So that's how I read it or heard it. Which, you know what, it kind of makes sense because otherwise, why hasn't Weber announced it already? There must be that slightest little chance that he's leaving open. He's not going to announce it till probably spring training, not baseball here. The preseason, whatever it's called. BL, yeah, I know Devin Levi got invited. It's funny, when they talk about Quebecois players and stuff, you never hear him mention a guy like Devin Levi. He's from Quebec. Why they not mention him? Because he's English. Oh, we'll get started on that. Maybe that's not a good idea. I'll say we got another about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then I will take off to feed my dog and get ready for the game. So the next, let me look here. I'm not sure how many games in this homestand. I know there's 3. So we got back-to-back games, Saturday and Sunday this weekend. So I think this weekend and next? No, on the weekend after. Oh, no. Okay, so we got 3 games. Tonight, Saturday, Sunday. Then they have a week off. 8 days off. And their next game will be the 8th of February. Yep. Yeah, so there's another big break. I don't know how good this is for them to have so many breaks. It's like up and down, up and down. I don't know. But it'll be good in that by the time they're back February 8th, they should be healthy. Everybody that's going to be back on the short term should be back by then. BL, is he at Northeastern with all the Canadians prospects there? Harris, Struble. I think it's just them. And then I know Kent Hughes' kid is playing there. It's a small world, eh? That's what they say. We're supposed to have Matt for the play-by-play in the hangout, so let's hope that's the case. Matt, I checked with him. He said he'll be there. Hey, Rich J, how's it going? Yeah, no. I mean, everything else I have, I don't want to give away everything in my my news video. Jeez. But yeah, it's pretty much I've done that. Oh well. It's funny. I didn't get. I like it. Might it's a news video. It's a timely thing. If I don't get it out in time, it's not worth putting it out. But I really like the thumbnail I made for one of my best, and I might not get to use it. So kind of disappointed. But I'll just use it for. I'll use it for another one or something. Anyway, NHL Hockey News. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. So yeah, I don't know where to go from here. We've got a home game, no fans. Doesn't really matter anyway. I mean, Rich J, I don't know. Will there be 500 people? I heard no fans. They will go with no fans for the foreseeable future. But they are allowed 500, so we'll see if there will be five. I haven't heard anything about them having even the 500, so we're gonna find out. We know Rick's never gonna be the Habs' new head coach. Nope. Besides, I don't speak French, so not well enough for that. So there's no way that that's gonna be me, even as a joke. 500 in Ontario as well. Yeah. What's the Leafs merch I have in the background? I don't have Leafs merch in the background. I never owned Leafs merch and never will own Leafs merch. What is it you're seeing? Is if it's my sweatshirt there. It's a Canadian sweatshirt though. So I don't see anything that you could mistake as Leafs. So no. Yeah, I don't see anything that you would mistake as Leafs. But no, there's no Leafs, nothing here. Ever. If you see anything Leafs in my background, you know that I've gone senile for sure. Levi's a Florida Panther prospect. He is behind a couple of good ones down there in Bobrovsky and Spencer Knight. Yeah, no, true. Look, he's a guy that could get moved possibly over the next couple of years. Rich J, yeah, like I said, I heard they're allowed the 500, but I didn't hear that they like. Then I heard they were going without fans. That report could have been wrong, and they're just going to go with the minimum, obviously, or the maximum they're allowed. But I mean, I heard no fans for the foreseeable future. I know it's a joke, NHL. Don't worry. Rich J, different country, different rules. Do I think it's smart here? I mean, they were allowing only vaccinated people. I think you had to have masks. What's wrong with that? I don't know. I don't get it here. I mean, at least to have only 500, so make it 5,000 or 2,500. Where's the 500 come in? I don't get why such a little bit, but it is what it is. NHL Hockey News, Levi's now with the Sabres. You know what's funny that when he said that, I thought it was wrong, Florida, because I saw there was an article about him over this last week that I saw. I didn't read it. I saw the headline. Thank you, Renault. Hit the thumbs up, he says. If you're having a good time, hit the thumbs up. Well, I'll put that thing back up when I find my cursor. Nope, wrong place. 82,000 at a football game there the other day in KC. Yeah, a little different, in my opinion. I don't know if they all had to be vaxxed, and I doubt it. Too many were wearing masks. That's a little different to me. But here, you have to prove you were vaccinated and you got to wear a mask. I think that's as safe as you can make it. How much more do they want? Like, I don't know. Even with everything that's happened in my family recently, I still don't think we have to be like, I don't know. Why can't the Habs get a Dops call going their way? Because they evil Gary Bettman doesn't want Canadian teams to succeed. I don't know. Hey, Maritime, and hey, Andrew, I didn't say that. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. The only lease merch I have is the two big M McFarland's. They put out as Big M was not released in a Canadiens jersey. What's big? I don't get what two Big M McFarland's. What is that? To me, the Big M is Frank Mahovlich. That guy there. Do I think Dom's comments about Rami slipping are unfair because he's been one of our best players? So why single him out today? I can't comment on that because I did not hear the comment. I won't comment on something I didn't hear what he said. Support Maritime. I can't remove that comment, but don't talk. I'm not talking about that. I don't support that. So no. If you're here to support this convoy, if you're here to support anti-vaxxers, don't be here, please. Go find wherever Theo Fleury's hanging out and listen to the bullshit that he spouts and listen to the bullshit that they spout. That's fine for whatever you want to do. Just don't put that bullshit here. You want to go wear a MAGA hat? Go to the U.S. That's what that's all about. It's fine for you, not fine for me. Levi going to get that glorious chance with the Sabres along with Pekka Luukkonen. What a name. With Dell out the 3 games, that must screw him up a little bit for the goals, for goaltending for the Sabres. Thank you, BL. Yeah, last Saturday. Andrew, I'm not. Was it BC? I don't know. Luca, it's not absurd that they didn't even look at it. They did look at it. That's why it's absurd. Apparently, they reviewed it and said nothing wrong there. So that's what's absurd to me. Renault, once again, I didn't see that. I don't know. I can't really comment on that, why he would have said that. Canada's free, as far as I know, Maritime. Sorry to say, Canada's free. You might not believe it. That's fine. I'm not here to push anybody's agenda. You don't see me talking the other side either, so I don't want to hear that stuff. You don't have to go. Just don't talk about that stuff. Lex on the first line, we're tanking hard. And the hockey figures did not release Mahovlich in Canadiens jersey. I'm not sure what you mean by that. What hockey figures? NHL, is Anderson back? I heard he was out. Like I thought it was long term or the rest of the season. Luke, I heard they reviewed it. Eric Engels, one of them, reported that it was reviewed and they said no, nothing wrong. Rich, it's obvious. Like Lucas said, point of contact was the head, and that's it. He didn't hit him anywhere else. Didn't touch him anywhere else. Just hit him in the head. And if you watch it, he lifts into his head too. He gets there and he lifts up and hits him. So there's no doubt about it. That's what he was doing. And no, apparently that's okay. Depends on what uniform you're wearing, I guess. Any prospects that I think are underrated so far? I mean, Habs prospects? No. No. I can't, I'm not thinking of anybody. So sorry. Too much for my little head. Couple minutes to go too. Yeah, Luke, I don't get it either. Why he would say that? Yeah, NHL, he was getting on a roll, and it's a shame that that's allowed. And then just no penalty on the play. The guy scores 10 seconds after he does that, and then supplementary discipline, nothing. No, that looks good to us. Yeah, okay. Dope said dops. But yeah, I don't know why they don't understand that really. That it's a hockey site. This isn't no site to promote politics. Otherwise, it would say talking politics. That's what it would say. Habs prospects that are underrated. It's hard to say that because we overrate everything. So I don't know. I think they're probably all a little overrated by us. So I don't know. Yeah, and it's not going to happen. Come on. It's like this. Did the WHL or WHA, did it go anywhere? No. It's not going to happen today either. It's time to get rid of Bettman and Evil Corp. NHL. I mentioned it earlier. No, it's a shit. It's a total shit elbow. Not the same as the hit Carey Price laid on Keith Kreider a couple of years ago or a few years ago. It's not the same. Yeah, he deserves everything he got for it. Richie, yeah, Spurgeon's the captain there. Like that's kind of says a bit about the team. Maritime, I hope they haven't told him to back off on his physical play. That would be the most that would be enough to just fire Dom on the spot for that. If that's the case, I'm not saying it is, but yeah, Andrew. No, he got hit, McKinnon, but I mean his nose broke. It's right. His stick hit himself in the face with his stick, but it's because of the hit, I would think. Renault, I wouldn't totally disagree with you there. Where I would have expected Romanov to get you know a decent try on the power play. It's true because he has to fight every time he hits. Pretty much every time, anyway. There, Luca's got the underrated prospects. Simino and Kidney right now, both playing very well in the queue, along with Joshua Roy, but not really much talk around them. I see some about Kidney. Simino, you don't see much about. NHL, well, he's talked about Martin Lapointe. He's happy with Martin Lapointe right now. And I could see Martin Lapointe being that guy going forward as well. I don't know. I have no idea of anybody else. Hey, Dixon. Yeah, well, we've been talking about it. Renault, do I expect Deslauriers? What kind of a significant impact do you want him to have? He's not going to score a ton of points, I don't think. He might have a fight. I don't know. If a Montreal player did what? You're talking about? Okay. Are you talking about the Spurgeon hit or Dell? Spurgeon hit, yeah, more than likely he'd have gotten the book thrown at him. Andrew, that might be the explanation. Intertap. I think that's a very speculative rumor about Le Cavalier. So I don't know. I'm not saying no, that it's not going to happen, but I think right now that's a pretty speculative rumor from everything I've seen about it so far. Renault, I could see the Ducks wanting Lecky. I think a lot of teams are going to be after Lecky. They say Lecky's the most sought after so far. Deslauriers fights Anderson. I can see that. But I mean, to say he's going to have a significant role to play tonight in what? He's going to get 4 goals or something? Like, I don't see that. There's another one, Nick versus Pizzetta. That could be. Yeah, there's a good hockey fan guy. I forgot that. Edmonton did sign Evander Kane. They signed Evander Kane. Good luck, team. I mean, good luck. That's all I can say. Good luck, Edmonton. I hope he doesn't ruin your team any more than it is. Luka, that I could see. So maybe you're right. That guy is right. Whoever said it, Deslauriers, but not on the scoreboard. I don't think. All right, I gotta go because I gotta feed my dog and get ready for the next game. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Thanks, Jordan, for the dono. Really appreciate that. Maritime, thanks for sticking around, not getting upset at me. I appreciate that. And I'll be back in. What we got? I'll be back in like 12 minutes for the game. So the game is at 7. I'll be back. I'll see you then. I got to run. Thanks for being here, everybody. Stay safe. Peace out, y'all. And I'll see you very soon.